Good morning, and thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakrin. Okay, so getting to some of the top stories that we are following right now, I want to let you know about this peroxide spill actually at a building in Conley. Let me show you some footage from the scene captured by our Atlanta News First crews. Now, there are crews working on this incident on the scene right now. And again, this is a peroxide spill at a Fedex building in Conley, a FedEx facility in DeKalb County, and it's been evacuated after this chemical spill this morning. That's according to fire department officials. An employee driving a forklift apparently punctured a container of organic peroxide, spilling an estimated 300 to 500 gallons of peroxide at the freight point off Thurman Road in Conley. So the building was evacuated. The employee, or an employee, I should say, was taken to the hospital with some breathing problems, according to the fire department. Organic peroxides are derived from hydrogen peroxide and have a lot of uses, including in product packaging and sanitation, but it's highly flammable, these compounds. They can definitely irritate the eyes, the skin, the lungs, cause nausea, dizziness when someone is directly exposed. So obviously, crews, presumably hazmat crews, are working to clean up that scene, and you can see some of those first responders, including the fire department, there on the scene in Conley. We're going to keep following the breaking developments there and keep you up to date as we learn more. All right, let's talk about this heartbreaking story in East Atlanta, a community there mourning the loss of a 5-year-old named Caden Jackson, who was hit and killed by a car. So this was at the Highland at East Atlanta complex off of Flat Shoals Road. Such a tragedy. Atlanta News First reporter Brittany Ford has more on how family and friends are remembering his life.
Well, this is just a tragic situation altogether. A visual was held here with family and friends in remembrance of Caden Jackson, and you can see balloons and what has really been a growing memorial here all morning long. The DeKalb County Police says a child was hit by a car while playing here outside Tuesday. Neighbors and family say they saw a white car hit the child, and the driver appeared to be a security guard. Faith Jackson says her little brother just turned 5 last week. She's still in shock that he'll no longer be by her side.
If I wanted to go somewhere, he would want to go with me. Like, be right behind me, but last night he wasn't like that.
And you can still see those candles lit from that vigil that was held here last night. DeKalb County Police says a driver in this situation is being cooperative. There's still no word right now if any charges will be filed. In East Atlanta, Brittany Ford, Atlanta News First.
And thanks so much to Brittany for that report. Such a heartbreaking story there. Okay, let's update you on something happening with the roadway. So Lavista Road is back open once again. This is such a big update. It's going to impact the drive for so many people. And obviously it was closed for months. If you know that, if you follow what's happening there with Lavista Road, it's open again. Lanes from Citadel Drive to Cheshire Bridge Road were closed after a huge apartment fire in November that we reported to you on Atlanta News First. But as one road opens, another is closing this week. Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery reports on the next road closure, which is actually happening tomorrow.
I literally was like screamed when it came. I was surprised and happy that it came through.
Lavista Road by Cheshire Bridge Road finally open.
It's really nice that it's open because it's been closed for a few months now.
This stretch closed since November due to an apartment fire at Lavista Walk.
We can see the lines of cars up to the intersection all the time.
It's been a pretty big inconvenience. I know he and his wife spoken about it several times. When I visit, I have to make a little detour to come back over here to Publix. So when I drove by today and I saw it open, I was very excited.
But now another closure is coming. North Druid Hills Road will close between Buford Highway and West Druid Hills Drive starting this Friday night.
It's for the greater good, but it's going to be very much a challenge.
That closure lasting 90 days while the bridge gets structure work done. The area just can't catch a break.
Everything is definitely being rerouted. There's a lot of detours around this area now.
Cheshire Bridge Road still closed from Faulkner Road to Welburn Drive after a fire there. That stretch staying closed through mid-May.
I feel bad for the businesses and everything because it's just been a mess, and try to avoid this area at all possible.
Madeline Montgomery, Atlanta News First.
And thanks so much to Madeline for that report. Okay, let's show you a live look outside now. And it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say. Here's First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris with a look at what I hope is going to last.
Yes, what you see right there on your screen, Joy, all that beautiful sunshine, that's basically going to be with us for the rest of the day today. So we really hope that you can get out and enjoy it because really not only today, Joy, but the entire weekend is looking really good here across Metro Atlanta. I know it was a little chilly this morning, especially in the suburbs. We did have a couple of temperatures that we were seeing in the upper 40s. So you did need a light jacket earlier this morning, but now no jacket is necessary. And again, our forecast is looking pretty amazing for the rest of your day. So let's take a live look at what you're seeing outdoors right now, which is what you're seeing on your screen. What we'll go to next are the actual temperatures because we are starting to warm up. It's almost 70 degrees, 69 right now in the city of Atlanta, 65 in Canton, 56 in Blairsville. So still bit on the chilly side for those of you up in the higher elevations of the mountains. Good morning to you, everybody. 66 in LaGrange and 61 in Covington. So this afternoon, our high in Atlanta will be 80 degrees. Yesterday, we got up to 76, so a little bit warmer today. The normal for this time of year is 76, so also above average. And you can see on our temperature map here where the temperatures are warmer and where they're cooler. 80 in Atlanta, but as you go up into the mountains, that yellow indicates more 70, so the upper 70s in the higher elevations. And as you go south of I-20, you can see that orange turns into a deeper shade, so above 80, like 81 degrees in LaGrange, maybe a couple 82s, 83s south of I-20 today. All in all, just a really nice day across the region. So here is the high-resolution forecast model. In addition to temperatures in the low 80s, completely clear at lunch, and we will basically stay sunny for much of the day today. We do have some clouds that will start to move in this evening around 7 o'clock and later, so not impossible to see more clouds right before sunset, but it'll stay dry today. Now, on Friday, we do have a 20% chance of an isolated shower in your forecast, and this just updated, by the way, over the past 5 minutes. So Friday morning, our models are trying to paint a little rain up in the higher elevations of the mountains. That rain now is as far south as Gainesville. So Hall County, Banks County, Lumpkin County. You may see some showers as you get to work on Friday morning. Of course, we'll keep you up to date on that. And then throughout the course of the day on Friday, you can see there's a little speck of green here and there. So we do have a 20% chance of an isolated shower in your forecast for Friday afternoon. I do think that most of us will stay dry on Friday, so that coverage is low. In fact, we lowered the rain chance to 20%, which was initially 30%. Again, we're talking about Friday. So sprinkle a shower possible Friday afternoon, but most of Metro Atlanta will stay dry. So 80 and sunny today, 78, 20% chance of a shower on Friday. Weekend forecast is great. If you're going to head out to Truist Park, the Battery, to check out the Braves. 79 and mostly cloudy on Saturday, but dry, 81 on Sunday. And we basically stay in the 80s next week. We do have another storm system that'll move in Tuesday, Wednesday, middle of next week. So we're getting into the time of the year, late spring going into summer, where these cold fronts, a lot of these cold fronts that help produce the rain, they're going to start to stall. And it's going to be tougher to get these fronts south. So it's basically what's happening next week. A cold front will approach Georgia, but won't quite get close enough to give us a high chance of rain. We're going to have to keep you up to date on those rain chances. But that's why the rain chance is at 20%, because that front will be close enough to maybe give us some showers. If we get closer to Tuesday and Wednesday and it looks like that rain chance will increase, of course, we'll increase it on your 7-day forecast. But as of now, it looks like even on Tuesday and Wednesday, we're mostly dry. We'll keep you up to date on this 7-day, a nice spring-like 7-day here for Metro Atlanta. Not a single first alert weather day, but we'll certainly keep you up to date on any changes, and we'll have an updated forecast for you on Atlanta News First at noon, and we'll keep you up to date right here on Atlanta News First Plus and throughout our social channels throughout the day. So we hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and until next time, we'll see you soon.